to finish.
Oh my god, the league table is so depressing. I've not been this sad since Zayn left One Direction. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to DCFC, the team for me at Derby County Career Mode on Football Manager 2016. I want to start this episode by saying, I don't want your pity here, but there's been a lot of talk about the floods up in Cumbria, okay? And it's a tragic thing. But spare me a little sympathy. I've conceded 20 goals in 11 games. There's a flood down in the bloody iPro Stadium at the moment. You'd be an absolute madman to think there could be a clean sheet in this weather.
Good news, everyone.
The strike partnership is absolutely orgasmic, may I say. Chris Martin and Danny Ings together, they are the cutest couple. They're going to win the cute. I don't even know if there's like a cutest couple award. Seems like some sort of shit thing they'd host in like California. But Chris Martin and Danny Ings better be a bloody contender for that, because they have been just nothing short of inspirational. They've come together. They've found love in a hopeless place known as the iPro Stadium. I've just insulted my own team's stadium. Wow. Look at the results since I last saw you then. Against Southampton, do the goddamn ding. I get more pleasure than I should when I hear that ding.
Oh, kinky.
But we had a 2-0 victory over West Ham using this system, and it was a good performance. Dan Ings and Chris Martin linking up well together, getting a goal each, and then we beat them in the Capital One Cup. We'll talk about the Capital One Cup in just a moment. We had a 3-0 defeat to Man United, which I'm not concerned about because their quality shone through. It was actually a more even game than that 3-0 would suggest. That was quite a flattering scoreline for Manchester United. This was a topsy-turvy affair. We were 2-0 up inside 8 minutes against Everton, 2 goals from Chris Martin, but we couldn't hold on, and we lost 6-3 in the end. It was absolute madness. What a shocker. What an advert for the Premier League, especially. We've been on the receiving end of 2 6-3s in 2 seasons, which is quicker forgotten the better. But I had a 3-0 victory away at QPR, which is this is something that we're doing, is we're losing 2 games, winning 1. Did it there, and it's becoming an awful habit, so let's not have any more of that. But a hat-trick for Danny Ings, fair play to him. He's a lovely chap, deserves his goals. And a really unfortunate result against Arsenal, which I'm going to put on screen now. Aaron Ramsey's winner in this game. I need to put it on right now. It was orgasmic. It was like edge of the box, top corner, unstoppable stuff, as you can see. And Danny, and it was a close game, and we couldn't get the win. But you know what? It was a moment of quality, and that's why they are Arsenal, really. And that's why they've got these quality players who can do things like that. And we had a 1-1 draw with Sunderland, a game that we probably should have won, but we didn't really. They were tough to break down. It's a real. Make sure Sam Allardyce is still manager. It's Ronnie Delia. I thought it was Sam Allardyce, but it felt like a Sam Allardyce team. It really did, because they were so tough to break down. They limited us to quite a few opportunities, as did we do to them. But 2 goals, a point each, and I'll take it if we can win our next couple of games, which will be in today's episode. Fulham, a team managed by the one and only Brodge, as you can see, Brendan Rodgers. Which means that we're going to be facing a Fulham side with great character.
I need you to pay attention.
Now everybody from the
3-4-3.
put your motherfucking hands up and clown on me. Everybody from the
3-4-3.
put your motherfucking hands up. Look. Now while he stands tough, notice that this man did not.
Press well enough.
I am a fucking.
Great technician.
I do live in a trailer with.
Young John Flanagan.
Fuck a beat. I go a cappella. Fuck a.
Diamond.
Fuck.
Character.
Fuck.
Balotelli.
Fuck.
Snoop Dogg.
Fuck.
The Champions League.
Time for a new youth club. And there's only ever one choice. When there's a team with a freaking airplane on their badge, it's got to be Airbus UK. What team? So now Derby are near a Rolls-Royce factory and have a link with Airbus UK. Somewhere there is an aviation enthusiast watching my video, just fucking jerking it off rapidly, like, oh my god, and just like freaking, he's put his FM onto autopilot or something, so he can just jerk off. Which does bend a question: has there ever been a single piloted flight and the pilot's just gone autopilot and jerked one off? That is a question I want to know. I mean, if so, it probably left to like an air crash investigation, didn't it, probably? So here's how the teams line up then. We are the away side, and we have a bench of Asmir Begovic, Jason Shackle, Jeff Hendrick, Gail Kakuta, Tom Ince, Andy Vyman, and Johnny Russell. And we start then in goal, Jack Butland, a back 5 of Christy, Willie Orban, Emmanuel Mamana, Kevin Vimmer, and Andy Robertson. A midfield 3 of Lewis Cook, George Fawn, and Bradley Johnson. and a front two strike partnership of Danny Ings and Chris Martin, whereas they have a bench of Kirk, Craig Forsyth, Rob Hall, Ross McCormack, John Terrell, someone called Walker Pierce, and G. Williams, and a starting lineup of David Ospina, a defence of Ashley Richards, Gabriel Angela, Dan Byrne, Tim Ream, Lasse Vegan Christensen, Charlie Mulgrew, Emerson Hindman, Ben Marshall, Zach Clough, and Corley Woodrow. They should offer us a bit of a test, which should be an entertaining game nonetheless. Hopefully we can get past Brendan Rodgers and all that character. Here we go then. Will there be a chance from kickoff? Of course there isn't a highlight from kickoff, Jordan. Here's Christie. And here's what I'm talking about. As you can see, George Thorne sitting very deep there. Ball through to Dan Ings, though. Let's just shut up about that. He's put it into the side netting when he maybe should have hit it across the face of goal. Unlucky Danny. There's a chance though. Massive throw in that is. Jesus Christ. Rory Delap wants his arms back. Wants his arms back. That made more sense. There we go. Chris Martin puts a ball in. It's cleared by Hinman, but look how many players we've got sat in their half. It is fantastic at the moment. Cyrus Christie's bombing forward. Chance to put a ball in. Chris Martin. Oh, what a block. It doesn't matter. It does not matter, which I said for the first goal in the last episode. But Chris Martin, 2 bites at the cherry. Second one managed to get it down. And by get it down into the back of the net. Great finish from Chrissy Martin. And in fairness, we've got to shout out to Cyrus Christie putting the ball in. Chris Martin's a good block from that defender. Let's find out who that was. Ashley Richards does a good job. But it doesn't matter. The ball comes out to Chris Martin again and he squeezes it for a crowd of players. And there's a chance here as well. Corley Woodrow finds Ben Marshall. Could there be an instant response? Or maybe even a chance for us to hit them on the counter and get a second goal? You never know. It's Christensen. Richards, almost a bit of miscommunication there. But here's Marshall, finds Zach Clough, who can always be dangerous. Finds Hinman. But Cyrus Christie, like a bulldozer. Fantastic work. And now we have a chance to count Danny Ings. Ball in. Open space for Chris Martin, who cannot believe his luck. 2 in 2 minutes. Where had the defence gone? Parted like the Red Sea. But Danny Ings, shout out to you. And I said they had a special partnership. And what a ball that was to Chris Martin. Confident finish as well. 2-0 in 19 minutes. Good stuff, lads. So heading towards half-time then. Not much has happened since the goals. There's been plenty of chances on the match stats, which I'll quickly show you. We're having more shots. The possession's fairly even, which you wouldn't expect. But as you can see, we're not having too many passes. Because we're willing to let them have the ball a little bit more. We're playing quite direct. But our tackle ratio has been sensational, 88%. And that is all the base of having this strong back three very, very good centre-backs. And you'd think the wing-backs don't do a defensive job, but they really do. They honestly aren't as far forward as you'd think. But we go in, half-time, 2-0. We'll tell them that we're pleased, keep it up, and that is a happy team. And that should be a winning team, as long as we don't fuck up massively, which wouldn't be unheard of, knowing my team. Here we go. Andy Robertson's going to put a ball in. It's bounced free to Danny Ings. And both the strikers are on the score sheet today. His 9th of the season. And that's what we do best. We pick up on loose balls. It's a ball in from Robertson. It just bounced free. Byrne couldn't clear properly. And Danny Ings slots home. Cool as you like. 3-0 derby. What an away performance. And I just want to point your eyes out. Point your eyes out. That sounds really violent. But I want to just point out, look how good our back five are actually playing. And that's very much been the story of our season. If our back five have played well, we've won the game, or we've certainly not lost the game. But when they play bad, the whole team suffers as a result, which kind of makes sense. But just shout out to them playing so well in this game, especially in Cyrus Christie. Fantastic work at the back there from him. We're knocking the ball around at the back and our big ball forward. And Danny Ings has a chance to bring the ball forward. He loves to dribble. Chris Martin tackled by Christensen, but Zach Clough is so easily dispossessed by Vimmer, who gives the ball away though. Unlike him, here's Clough, finds Christensen. Hinman's got a bit of space, but we've got so many numbers back. But here's Richards. That's a good ball in, and John Terrell has beaten his man, but he's offside, and we can take a breath, puff out our cheeks, and unfortunately for the Fulham fans, have been sold a false goal there. Robertson, you can see far forward. It's like a 3-3-4 at times with how many players we've got forward. Here's Danny Ings, so finds Chris Martin, chance to get his hat-trick. Oh, he's at the post. And maybe this time, here's Robertson, finds Martin off the bar again. Oh, woodwork woes for Chrissy Martin today. Lewis Cook's going to be replaced by Jeff Hendrick. We're going to take off Danny Ings, I think. We'll bring on just someone who can play similarly. We'll bring on Tom Ince. Doesn't get enough game time. and we're keeping Chrissy Martin on. He's on for a hat trick. You know, he's fairly he's got fairly good condition, so hopefully he can get that hat trick. Hit the bloody woodwork twice in the last couple of minutes. Let's hope he can score his hat trick.
Really, nigga?
Chrissy Martin doesn't get his hat trick, but we leave London with 3 points, a massive 3 points. And if we look at the table, you know, that lifts us right up to 12. It's a massive confidence boosting win against a team who were, you know, very next to us in the table, in fact. And now our form looking a little bit better. 4 wins, 1 draw, 7 losses. But in the context of the games that we've got coming up, you know, we've got Aston Villa. I think we've got Palace soon as well. We're certainly sitting in a much better position than we once were. Nice to see that our strikers played so well today. And it's a great performance, and we cannot, you know, nothing but happiness leaving this game today. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, lads. If you have, make sure you hit the like button and hit subscribe as well. But seriously though, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.